Hi, welcome to today's video. Today we will be unboxing this Escoda Travel set. This is a red color set that I picked up. It's got 3 round brushes over here which are of size 8, size 6 and size 12. You can see that the bristles are of different colors over here, and so one is a round pointed, one is a versatile, was perla, and another is versatile. So we're going to try out how these brushes are. I'm very excited to see this. I do a lot of travel art, so I really wanted to get something which I could just like fold and take it along with me, and I liked the case, so I thought, okay, if not for anything else, at least I could try out this and see how it looks, because sometimes you don't need just one brush, you might need just like 2 or 3 brushes to go with it. I noticed when I went to buy that there were a lot of brush kits which were there. Some of them had flat brushes inside, some had round, but personally when I'm doing travel art, I prefer a lot of round brushes, which is why I picked up this set. But you could look over the other sets that they have and see if some of those fit your need a lot more. So I picked up red because I love red, so let's see how it looks. So this looks really nice so far. I love the box, and this is the kit. I kept thinking it might be a leather kit, but it's not a leather kit, it's a cloth kit, which is good because in case it's not very good material, it will start shipping off and it will look really bad. So I like that they have this kind of a cloth kit, and these are the 3 brushes inside. It looks beautiful, it's very shiny, and it's very cute. So let's see how they look inside. I think this is the size 8. This is size 6. It's amazing. The grip is very good. It feels really nice as well. These reminds me of the makeup brushes which come. Some of them will have like this a very similar make. So this is very this reminds me of that. Size 8. Surprisingly, the size 8 is shorter in height as compared to the size 6, which is nice. So in some of my smaller tins, I think that will fit in. And this is the size 12. It's perfect. It's very, very lightweight, extremely lightweight, and that's really nice. You can see how the tip is so pointed over here. It's also because when you get a new brush, there would be some glue to keep this all together, so you just have to dip it in water and it will become fine. So I'm going to test these out, and while I test this out, I also want to see if it will fit into my travel kits. So a lot of times I take these kind of travel boxes along with me. This is the tropical palette from Art Philosophy. So let's see if the brush fits in over here. No, it's a little too big for that, and this is my smallest one, so it will not fit in this box, unfortunately, but that's fine. I think in that way I'm glad that this has a case, so I can carry the case along. Yep, these are a little too big for this box, but that's okay. Let's now check how we are able to paint with these. This is also my first time trying out Escoda brushes, so this will give me a good idea how these are. And if you're watching this video and if you're considering buying any of these, then it will also again help you to understand if this is something that will fit your bill. So here is, I'm starting off with a size 8. Okay, I think I'll start off with a size 6 instead, and then we'll move on to size 8. Yep, so I've got a size 6 over here. Yep, it's fitting fine. I am now going to dip this in the water, and you'll notice that once it's dipped in water, the tip is normal. It's not as before, so I think it works out really well. So let's now pick a couple of colors. I'm planning to pick like some greens. So when I'm traveling, I go to like these places which either have the beach or lots of trees and greenery. So let's try and make something in that. So since this is the smallest brush that I have, I'm going to try and see if I can make very interesting things with it. The brush is very, very nice to use. And you can see how thin the tip is. So sometimes you will get these excess ones, you just have to remove them. You could also learn to trim your brushes, but that's not advisable unless you're very sure of what you're doing. Otherwise it'll kind of like get messy. So I'm going to just try a few techniques on this and see how the brush takes it. So far I think it's amazing. It's very, very good. I've been using a lot of different kinds of brushes for my travel. Every time I think I try a new brand to find out what is the one amazing thing that I can do with that particular brush. So Escoda, I haven't tried out their regular brushes. This is the first time and I'm very happy with how this is. It's really good. So this was size 6, and when I wash it, there's absolutely no stain. Also this is brown, so you can't really find out if there's any stain. Once we do the white, I think we'll have a better idea. So I'm now switching over to the size 8. Very sharp again. Once I dip it into water, I'll just show you how it is when you dip it into water. So once you dip it into water, you see how this opens out and it's very flexible. So basically all the gum goes away from it. So I'm going to try now some more, probably bigger leaves this time. So I feel like the size 8 is much nicer to hold, or maybe I just probably need to get used to it. This also has a very, very sharp tip. You can see how I'm able to make a very, very thin size and at the same time an extremely like when I make it sleep the brush, this is a thick size which comes, or a big size which comes in it. So that way it's very versatile. It's very smooth and flowy. So if you're a watercolor artist, then yes, this is definitely something that you can consider getting. You don't have to buy all the sizes. That's what I feel now. You can just get maybe like one size, like one brush, one travel brush. Pick probably the size 8. I'm generally a person who feels strongly that too small a size kind of gets restrictive. So maybe a bigger size is always a good idea to get. So it's size 8, I'm able to make big leaves. I'm also able to make medium size and small size. So I think it's really good that way. So now that I've washed the brush, there is a little bit of stain. These are artist range of paints that I'm using, and generally with student range I see that there'll be a lot of staining, but there is always a little bit of stain that is left. Don't worry about that. Just make sure that you've washed your brush thoroughly. As long as you've done that, there's nothing to worry about. It's not going to stick on when you add another color and stain your painting, so that fear will not be there. I'm now moving on to the last one in this kit, which is this huge size 12. So I'm going to show you how when I dip this, how it comes. Again, see, it's extremely sharp, and you can see how thin the tip is. It's really sharp. So I think we'll be able to make very different kinds of paintings with that. You can make small sizes, big sizes, everything's going to be possible. So let's try this now. Again, when you're traveling, your size of your paints is probably a tin like this, and you have like a random tiny areas only where you can mix, so this is still pretty good for that. So keep all of those things in mind when you are buying. It's a very, very beautiful brush. It's so smooth. I love how flexible it is, and it just sits in really well with your in your hand. You're able to make lots of variations as possible with it. It's also not lifting off the color. Like some brushes will just like start lifting off your color when you do the second or third layer, but I notice it's not happening with this, which is quite nice. Now to check for the size 12, I'm also going to be taking this darker green and maybe, you know, add a little bit of detail in the first one that we did, to check if this is like versatile enough for you to buy just one brush instead of having to buy lots of them. Very, very thin lines are also possible. It's very good. So you have to be careful when you're making these thin lines. You can't put a lot of pressure. When you put a lot of pressure, the line is automatically going to become thicker. So that's something that you'll need to be a little careful about and probably practice. Practicing is very important. Whenever you get any new art supplies, you need to like get the hang of it. So that's important to do. So I really love this purchase. I am very, very happy that I bought this, and I can't wait to make more paintings with this. So if you're somebody who likes to travel a lot, who does a lot of watercolor painting, you can consider definitely getting this entire set if you're doing a lot of travel. If you're someone who doesn't travel too much but you still are interested in getting a compact brush like this, then you can probably get the size 8 because this is pretty versatile. A size in between is always good because this can be very good even if you're using for A4 size of painting. So probably something like this is going to be quite useful. I hope you enjoyed today's unboxing, and if you want me to do any more tutorials or anything specific, you can leave it on the comments, and I will definitely get back to you on that. This is how cute the kit looks. And if you're new to my channel, and do consider subscribing to it, because I put up a lot of art related videos, tutorials, and a lot of unboxing. Thank you so much.